Beneath the canvas of a burning sky, dodging embers of a world on fire. Yet there's still hope when you're by my side. They say it's darkest right before the light. Stay with me tonight, far from the fading light. We can leave it all behind, just breathe and feel alive. Each passing flicker of our souls ablaze, revealing secrets to the blinding age. Light reflecting what we are inside. Let the truth be our guide. Stay with me tonight, far from the fading light. We can leave it all behind, just breathe and be alive. Stay with me tonight, far from the fading light. We can leave it all behind, just breathe and feel alive.
Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, gonna do a little bit of vlog farming today. I think if it is the rotator, I keep seeing farms on Discord, so I'm not very familiar with VOG, so I'm gonna spend a little time listening to Edge of Fate changes, how to do challenges for it, and then try to get in maybe a master. I don't think it really matters at the end of the day though, because adapter time lost weapons are no longer gonna be a thing. So with that being said, we're pretty much done with all the regular bounties. We just have 3 more Dreaming Cities, 1 Europa, and the clan one, and lick a fat one. I'm good without doing that. No, anyways. So we're either gonna have to do Atheon or Gatekeeper. So let's see what we got for Gatekeeper. I may have done Gatekeeper challenge.
What's good, guys? It's G-Miners here, and today we are going over how to complete the Gatekeeper encounter and challenge in the Master version of the Vault of Glass raid. This guide does include a cheese which prevents players from needing to defend the plates outside of Mars and Venus. As always, if you learned anything new, don't forget to support the channel with a like or sub down below. For anybody who might not know, the challenge for this encounter is to kill the Wyverns and Praetorians that spawn in Mars and Venus within 3 seconds of each other. 3 Wyverns and 3 Praetorians will spawn on each side, so this is a total of 6 times that you will need to kill things within this 3-second window. Completing this challenge will earn you a time lost hesitant.
Oh my god, look at that thing.
When it comes to your team setup,
Basically
I recommend
one-shot the
having
thing.
at least 2 Stasis Warlocks with the Bleak Watcher aspect. Other than that, it is completely up to you what classes to run, but the more Stasis Warlocks, the better for this encounter. Additionally, Thundercrash Titans with Curus of the Falling Star are also extremely useful for killing anti-barrier Hobgoblins and Wyverns. When it comes to loadouts, I recommend running double special with 1k voices or a rocket of your choosing. For my 2 special weapons, I run a breech loader and waveframe grenade launcher. For the strat to work, one player absolutely must have a grenade launcher with blinding nades. However, the more people that have this, the better. For this strat, after killing the Gatekeeper and waiting for the ads to despawn, 3 players will go into the Mars portal on the left, 2 will go in the Venus portal on the right, and the last player will sit outside in the glass throne room at the top of the stairs. A Stasis Warlock should be placed on each side or in each portal, and the one player who runs the relic will make sure to go into the Venus portal. For players in the portals, they will need to time their kills on the Praetorians
hell
and
no,
Wyverns.
I don't want to do this.
The easiest way to do this.
Can we do Atheon now?
Here's how you can beat the Ensemble's Refrain challenge for the Atheon encounter in the Vault of Glass raid. Completing this challenge will give you an additional Pinnacle raid chest, as well as the Ensemble's Refrain Triumph, which is required for the Fatebreaker seal. Doing this on Master difficulty will also give you a time-lost weapon, which is able to accept adept mods, and drops with a curated roll on top of its normal random rolls. The way you complete the Atheon challenge is by having everyone shoot only 1 oracle per rotation. So when the 3 players get teleported into one of the portals, kill all of the enemies, then have each person call out which oracle they will be shooting. This means that for one of the oracles, the relic holder will be forced to drop the relic. It helps to have the relic holder shoot the final oracle in each wave. Just have them cleanse while the other players are shooting, and you'll have plenty of time to drop it, shoot the oracle, pick it back up, and then cleanse again. Alternatively, you can have the players take turns swapping relic holder. Both ways are super easy, so you don't really need to optimize the strat. Do that for all 3 waves of oracles and start damage. If you don't do one phase, then just repeat that process again. Since people are shooting their own oracles, it helps to have people run a sniper rifle to take care of them quickly. You can also run Oracle Disruptor mods on the Vault of Glass raid armor to deal extra damage to oracles if you struggle with destroying them quickly. This is the final challenge for the Vault of Glass, so next week this will rotate back around to the Conflux challenge. If you missed any of the previous challenges, make sure you check out those videos linked down below in the description. Thank you all so much for watching this video. I'm Marshall.
I don't know, sometimes like
time.
I'm really excited to play. Other times I'm really excited not to play.
With the release of Heresy, we have gotten a refresh for our Vault of Glass weapons. It has made them craftable. It has given them an origin trait. And going on this week, Vault of Glass is actually back as our featured raid, which means you can farm encounters over and over until that perfect god roll drops on you. Which is why we're going to be going over our guide today, discussing how to farm each of these encounters, what drops from each of them, the challenges associated, because again, doing the challenges gives you double drops. And we're also going to be discussing the master mode version of this raid. But let's start things off with the different ways you're going to be looking to farm this raid. We have the normal version of the raid, which drops both the standard weapons and armor. This will be your path towards getting those weapon patterns for crafting, on top of a random chance for a weapon to drop with a red border. You also have the once a week Hawthorne quest that rewards a random red border upon completing all the encounters. Now, additionally, once a week, when you complete the raid, you can buy 1 red border of your choice from the Aegis relic chests. Now, I'm going to talk about the time loss versions of these weapons. Time loss weapons are essentially adept weapons from Vault of Glass, and they drop from the master mode version of Vault of Glass. And the beautiful thing is that it can drop with 3 perks in each column, so more opportunities to get the god roll. And even better than that is that if you enhance one of these time lost weapons, it will now give you the ability to go reshape the barrel perk and the magazine perk at the Enclave, which is beautiful, guys. This means you only have to get good traits in columns 3 and columns 4, as your mag and barrel can be completely changed. And I personally think the master version isn't bad at all. It's largely the same as the normal version. There are more champions, a handful of modifiers, including elemental and weapon surges. But for the most part, if you understand the normal version of Vault of Glass and you understand the challenges, and you can somehow find 5 other people who also understand the raid and the challenges, then you can easily handle master. Now, with all that out of the way though, let's start from the very beginning. When you first load up into the raid, you're going to drop straight into the opening encounter, the Spire. Now, you're going to notice that directly
In this pit, so we could probably get our seal this week. Oh yeah. What is taking this thing so gosh darn long?
Humans, what have you learned? I was programmed to beat you.
Alrighty. Here we go. No, dude. I'm failing epically. Mm-hmm. Hmm. Hmm. Premonition, please. Oh boy. I wonder how many completions it'll take. The fuck? That was quick, right? That seemed very quick. It wouldn't let me leave. Like what? You gotta love it. Gotta love it. Sometimes it just doesn't make sense. There's something better.
Sometimes I still hear your voice.
What does he have? What is that? That looks like it'd be rare or something.
Catch my phone.
Platinum Starling, yeah.
Do I feel the ground? I wear my heart, you wear a crown. Wish I wasn't late to know. Stars don't shine when there's only satellites. I feel
What?
like heaven.
Who you singing at, dog?
Paradise. I'm so glad, and yet I'm not. I was too blind to know. I fell harder than I thought when I fell for a demon. I was too blind to know. I fell harder than I thought when I fell for a demon. I was too blind to know. I fell
God damn it.
turn up.
What a dumb boss, dude. Look at his opposable thumb toe. Well, so far so good. We're making time, but I'm not getting it. Probably never getting it. Why am I getting legs every time? Hmm.
Bit by bit, creative imagination.
Oh my gosh, that Alan Watts. Is that Philosopher's Step? Yeah, that piece of shit ran all the way to him, even though I'm closer. He's just like, no, fuck you, I'm going to get the other guy. Like, really? Come on. Smash, 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 smash. Oh, okay, hold on. Why is it, I don't understand why this knight, like, why are we tracking through him? You know what I mean? Like, he's right here. Why are we going through him? It's me minute. I don't want to joke. This guy, he's a real funny guy. Where is he? Guys, right at the end. What? Remigger. I wonder what he wants. Ladies and gentlemen, I now have Bane of Tyrants. The best, sexiest fucking ghost or ship you'll ever see in your life. I gotta put that on. Oh. I'm gonna put fucking always dreaming spectrum. Oh, it has a little something special in my heart. So what are we doing? Player kick. Please tell me we're not doing some goofy shit. What? Purge the torment. He's a tormentor? Is this their early version of a tormentor? I don't know if I'm gonna get it back in 2 minutes, but I'm definitely gonna give it my best. I wonder, it may take me another 20 fucking runs to, I don't know. Okay, I got the relic. I don't know where I'm at now, because this guy decided to, I'm not sure if I even get super ammo right now. I'm halfway. I get shit for this. Dude, I'm fucking what the fuck? I'm beating this guy's ass, dude. That was a lot of fucking direct, like, consecutive hits. Alright, time to get super. Well, he didn't start, did he? Where is this fucking retard? What? What? Is this it? Oh yeah. So they're farming mobility, but it's not artifice. So why would you farm it though? That's a good drop, actually. Discipline rezone. I don't know why it asked me to join. Like, if I'm joining, dog. Like, I don't need a confirmation. Look at that fucking bane of tyrants. I see a full runs. He's like, wanna farm? Yup. Dude, we're doing it in like 2 minutes. Last one was, now that he's warlock, that was 2:48. So it's still as fast as you can get. I now have 22 clears. Wait, how's this guy still running, how's he still running the sword? What is he doing for damage? Is he stacking? You lose all your ammo now. Oh my god, dude. Oh my god, come here. Beat that fucking ass, man. There's nothing worse than when a Titan takes 2 punches to kill a fucking red bar, dude. Literally nothing worse than that. Like, why? Just one-shot it, man. Like, what? I don't know why I just immediately chose the fucking shittiest one to do, too. Don't you do it, man. Ah! I was using Lord of Wolves, that's why. Just not a fan of the armor. Stats be damned, I don't really care. $230, $243, $243, $240 again. If we refresh this, it'll be $340. So it looks like we're about 40 seconds. Well, about a minute longer now without the second Titan, which is fine. Minute longer in the grand scheme of things will, like, obviously that'll add up over time, but as far as this is concerned, I'm not worried about it. It's 2 weeks since I soloed Warlord's Rune. I could probably solo Flawless. I just don't fucking feel like it, man. Like, I got the one that I need. A solo is good enough for me because that is what it's required for the seal. Not like a completionist, but oh shit, did he fuck up? Oh! I don't know what that was. That saved my life. I think that was Bolt Charge. The one and only best one of the best things to ever happen to Destiny 2. Bolt Charge. Without that, Sunder Doctrine contest is cooked, man. Block set can eat a fat fucking wiener. Oh shit, is it damage? Oh shit, what? Hey man. How's he have it on his Titan too? He was just playing on his Warlock. I guess he still got it. I have 2 solar flaws dungeons. God, can I get this thing to like pop out and fucking stay somewhere? God damn. Put a parachute boss farm. Imagine farming second encounter. Couldn't it be me? Literally the longest fucking one too. I'm gonna pull my hair out doing that bullshit. God damn, dude. What is this? Oh. Yeah, he realized it was a minute longer, so he swapped too. It's kind of funny. Swing, dude. Like, what are we doing? We're wasting so much time. You're wasting 3-5 seconds at a bop here. What are you doing here? Go away, man. Dude, holy shit. Where did that Orby go? Oh no. I'm actually so low too. Oh shit. Help. Gotta love this game, dude. Like, what? Pissing me the fuck off, dude. What the fuck? How's he do half health? I'm gonna start running out of space, dude. I hope he's commending me. I don't think he is. Yes, join, dude. Fuck. Why are you asking me that? Is there like a setting for that? What did I just do? Why isn't it fucking asking me, man? Oh god, it's so annoying. Cause like, think about it. I'm clicking join, right? And I'm gonna look away. I'm doing something else. In my mind, it's like, it should be joining, but Nope. Fucking
And now it's just like, man, you got to have that time where you just like disconnect from
Yeah, man.
from the scene, just the race. Like, and it's a race that I've created in my head, you know?
Yeah,
And you have
man,
to
the
step
rat
away
race,
from it.
man. What the fuck? Look at that fucking damage. God, this. Fuck out of my house. Come on. Oh, he's fucking me up. This man got killed. Eh? Very interesting. Guess they do disappear. If you're telling me he just respawned. Are you listening to Skrillex right now? What's going on? I'm never gonna put a fucking Dream Band armor piece on. Sorry, fam. Although that spikiness is actually crazy. No, I'll get my armor in the season. Not now. Gonna farm whatever these are right now. Dude, each one of these is giving me a fucking 67. Yo, this is actually insane drops. These are dropping as good as Artifice armor is. See, this is the kind of farming I love, dude. We don't need to sit here and talk about everything that's going on. I'm just doing my thing. He's doing his thing. Dying to the wizard. Come on, man. I'm not sure what you're doing, but... Where are we going? Where are you taking me? That one was 228. That's quicker. What's Nino up to today? Nothing so far. 6,600. My God, this guy plays the game a lot with people. There's no way. I never get to use it. Might as well use it now, huh?
Night is cold, but your heart's colder. I will wait for you. The glitch in your eyes pulled me under, but I will wait for you. There's nothing left for me to do than run and act myself a fool. No point in trusting anyone. Your eyes of diamonds keep me up. Never thought that it could be this rough. No point in trusting anyone.
The night is cold, but your heart's colder. I will wait for you. The bitch in your arms pulled me under, but I will wait for you.
There's nothing left for me to do than run and act myself a fool. No point in trusting anyone. Your eyes of diamonds keep me up. Never thought that it could be this rough. No point in trusting anyone.
let's first talk about the energy gained benefit on stats. This is present on melee, grenade, class, and super, and it changes how much regen and flat chunks of ability energy you get for melee, grenade, and class, and how much active super regen you get for super. Now, according to Bungie, 70 stat is equivalent to current values, aka 100%. You gain less energy below 70, and you gain more energy than normal above 70, and is expressed as plus X%. The highest value of it is plus 190%. The lowest value I have is plus 3%. That is at 11 stat points. I was able to develop a very good equation for this. You can see every single one of those dots is a point measured taken from gameplay, and we originally thought that you would get up to plus 190% extra energy. We thought originally that you would get 190% energy at 100 and you get 0 energy at 0. But some other people and I were kind of nervous about that plus. What does that plus mean? Well, we started doing some thinking, and we were thinking that the plus is over a base. And so we found a value exactly at 70, fortunately, thanks to one of the videos, and that was 103.7%. So when we divide by 1 plus 1.037, we get 49.1%, which would be the value at 0. So using that as our baseline, we create a new curve, and that will now top out at 142.5%. So what this would imply is that all flat gains and all regions at 0 stat will do just under half of what they do now. And then at 100 stat, you would get 42% more energy. So all that to say, some of us have been very excited about getting near double regen. I don't think that's happening. And honestly, that makes sense. They're not gonna give us double regen for getting 30 more points. That's a crazy amount. We've got a flatter kind of curve here. It's much more reasonable. I think this is accurate. I've also done some testing looking at gameplay with Gambler's Dodge and Threaded Spike thanks to Mactix, and I've mathed this out and it looks pretty close. I do not think this is exactly perfect, but this is by far our best guess until Bungie actually tells us how the system works with numbers for once. So keep all this in mind. It won't change dramatically what anyone is planning, but I think it will give us more grounded numbers. Another thing to change from when all this information started originally coming out, Scaro9, who is a great content creator in the community, was one of the first to actually think about measuring the cooldown. And so what he did is he measured cooldown reduction at 50% and 100%. And that is a perfectly reasonable way to go about it, but it misses the point that there is a defined base for cooldown in Destiny 2, and that is at 30 stat. So what is a better approach is to look at a additional base cooldown factor. And the reason this is useful is this is how a lot of our abilities work in the game. As an example, this is the current information on discipline in game today. This will not be true in Edge of Fate because discipline's going away, but at base, which is 3, you have a factor of 1. As you move up to 10, you get a factor of 2. And what you would do is you would divide your cooldown by 2. And that 2 means that you have twice the regen that you used to. So that's why you're dividing your base cooldown by 2 to get the resulting cooldown. As an example, say you have a 152 second base cooldown grenade, like a vortex grenade now, at 100 discipline, you divide that by 2, you get 76 seconds. Now at 0, that factor becomes a value that's less than 1, so you divide by 0.7, which would make your cooldown longer. And that's how everything's pretty much worked. As I mentioned, extra regions do work with this. So how do you incorporate those extra regions? You add them to the stat regen factor, and then you divide. So as an example, Solar Grenade, which is currently 152 seconds, with Tier 10 Discipline and Ember of Benevolence active, so that's a factor of 2 for the Discipline, and then Ember of Benevolence is plus 400%. Now mind that plus, that is additive onto the base cooldown. So you take 152 divided by 2 plus 4, and you get a cooldown of 25.3 seconds instead of 76 seconds. Very cool. Another example is Gambler's Dodge on Prismatic with Tier 10 Mobility, Facet of Hope, and Winter's Shroud, just to show you how multiple factors will work. Now, as I briefly mentioned in the outline, class abilities don't go quite as high. So at 100, it is 1.7. Facet of Hope will add plus 40% for one buff and plus 60% for two buffs, which a lot of people don't know, but it is very helpful. And then lastly, Winter's Shroud will give plus 300% class regen whenever you slow enemies. So you take that base cooldown of 38 seconds and you divide it by 1.7 plus 0.6 plus 3. And that will get you a cooldown of 7.17 seconds, which is quite fast if you've ever tried that out. It's a really fun way to build. Those new stat boosts and the energy gain factor on a stat will boost your percent regen boost as well. So for example, take a Solar Grenade once again, 152 seconds with Tier 10 Grenade stat. That now goes up to 3.0 as a cooldown factor instead of 2, and you take Ember of Benevolence. Ephemeral Benevolence is 400%, but you multiply it by that 142.5%, now it's 570%. So you now divide 152 divided by 3 plus 5.7, and you've got the cooldown on that grenade down to just under 17.5 seconds. Now Gambler's Dodge, for instance, same setup, but we're using a 100 class stat instead. That looks to not be changing at all at 100. It's going to top out at 1.7 still, but you multiply your buffs, so you take 60%, multiply by 142.5% or 1.425 in decimals, and you get 85.5%. Winter's Shroud goes up to 427.5%, which is very cool. And so then you now divide 38 by 1.7 plus 0.855 plus 4.275, and you get your Gambler's Dodge cooldown down to 5.56 seconds, which is super cool. That's going to be really useful in Edge of Fate with the class stat, because if you go over 100, you'll get Overshield every time you use your class ability, but it only lasts for 5 seconds. So if you can get this cooldown to just around 5 seconds, you will have near infinite Overshield. So very cool. That's a lot of math. You don't necessarily have to do this. That's totally fine. If I ever get more free time, I might make a calculator to help you figure these things out, but it will involve a lot of data entry. Speaking of all these cooldowns, let's talk about what they seem to look like now. So first, Melee and Grenade are going to share a cooldown relationship, and this is exactly how they work now. Melee and Grenade have the exact same values per stat as each other. I'm including the Strength Snip from Destiny Data Compendium, which if you go back earlier in the video, you'll notice is exactly identical to the Discipline. These work very similarly. Right now, at 0 stat, you get 0.7 regen, at 30 stat, you get 1, and 100 stat, you get 2. So another great person in the community, Spider Reviver, who sometimes does some spreadsheet research and things like that, helped me compile snips of a bunch of different videos so that we could get data points. Originally, I combined all these with the class, but the data didn't make sense, so I split out grenades and melees. And unfortunately, a lot of the melees were bugged and they were just showing a 3-second cooldown. But I finally did that and then estimated what the ability being used was and put in the base cooldown so we could calculate factors and determine what the regen scalar is. All I gotta say, I did a lot of math, and it looks like this is the new curve. It tops out at 3 instead of 2. It still goes down to 0.7 just like it always did, but I have very little data below 30. No one had a grenade or melee stat below 30 without a bugged melee cooldown value. Now, the other interesting thing I noted here is I had 4 values that did not work or get anywhere near a reasonable value unless I increased their cooldowns. They were all looked to be long cooldown abilities, but I had to take them up to 185 seconds to make the values reasonable. So that implies to me that there is a new longer cooldown from the current longest grenade cooldown of 152 seconds. So some grenades are getting nerfed in their cooldown when Edge of Fate launches if the preview build holds true. Now, this very much might change. We won't know until we get an ability previews article, and really, we won't know until the game launches. But something to keep in mind out there if you're very excited about spamming Vortex or Solar Grenades, maybe not. We'll see. Just for reference, these happened on Prismatic Warlock, Solar Warlock, and Solar Titan, so it is likely grenades that are on those couple things. Just to summarize these again, right now, 0 stat appears to be at 0.7 cooldown factor, 30 stat appears to be really close to 1, still getting a little bit off from that. 70 stat is very close to a cooldown factor of 2, just like the old 100 stat, which is what Bungie stated would be the goal, and then 100 stat is 3, up from 2.0. Once again, all these values are built into the Armor Stat Planner, so they'll be generated for you, and as I get more information, I will try to generate these curves. As you can see here, a lot of different content creators' previews helped with this, so thank you to all of them for getting those screenshots and putting up that gameplay, because it was really helpful.
Get the res.
Moving
There
over
we
to
go.
class. Class abilities look to share a common formula in Edge of Fate, but they do not now. Currently for mobility, at 0 stat you get 0.85 regen, and then at 30 stat you get 1, and at 100 stat you get 1.7. Whereas for resilience and recovery, at 0 stat you get 0.7 regen, and then at 30 stat you get 1, and 100 stat you get 1.7. So right now, hunters actually get a little bit of a benefit at low mobility for their dodge cooldown, which is kind of cool, but it's not going to happen anymore, unfortunately. But once again, I don't think it's a huge deal. So once again, I plotted all of these and managed to find a very straight relationship. If I looked at the cooldown factor, the regen factor ends up being curved, but this was a lot easier to create an equation for, so that's what I used. Once again, you don't have to worry about this, but if you have any questions, feel free to reach out. So it looks like at 0 stat, it appears to be the 0.85 factor, just like Hunter's dodge has now. So this is a slight improvement for Warlocks and Titans. 30 stat is still close to a 1.0 factor. 70 stat is about 1.4, just less than the old 100 stat. And then 100 stat is up to 2. So it's improved a bit at 100, but 70 is a little bit worse than 100 is now. You can see one cell on this table down here is highlighted green. That is Threaded Spectre, which if you didn't know gives a 0.6 factor on your cooldown. So that will make your cooldown a little bit slower, but that fixed that value perfectly. Now, one thing I did notice in this is that it looks like there is a Titan class ability that is going from 38 seconds to 48 seconds, and that can only really be Rally Barricade. This does not surprise me. Rally Barricade has got a huge glow up in the last episode, and it's very good. So fortunately, it looks like they're upping the cooldown on it. And then in addition, it looks like they're taking one of the Warlock class abilities up to 107 seconds from the current 82 seconds. So I don't know which rift this is. Maybe it's Empowering Rift, maybe it's Healing Rift. It does not look like it's both though. So place your bets and we'll see what happens. If it's Empowering Rift, honestly, that's just super unfortunate because I feel like no one uses that right now anyways. All that to say, I feel very good about this information. We have a good spread of values and it's pretty consistent. But as always, things are probably going to change as we get closer to launch. As I mentioned several times now, the planner is up to date. This is what the build stat benefits will look like in it if you get a fresh factor. You will see under melee, grenade, and class a cooldown factor. So if you have a base cooldown, just divide it by that value to figure out what the new cooldown is. Remember, all your flat gains and regen boosts will be boosted by the energy gained factor for the relevant ability. So say Demolitionist will get boosted by the energy gained of grenade, so just multiply by that. For damage increases, multiply damage by 1 plus the damage increase. Say for the grenade, you're looking at 35.8%, multiply by 1.358, and that will give you the new grenade damage. If you have multiple factors, add 1 to all of them, multiply them, and that will give you your total resulting damage boost. One thing to mention as we get more damage buff sources, mind the stacking of damage increases. This mostly applies to weapons, but a lot of our buffs go into categories. Like there are multiple different weaken effects. We only take advantage of the largest weakening effect. We also have multiple empowering benefits, such as Empowering Rifts or Radiant or Well of Radiance, and you will only take the strongest of those factors, not stack them. On top of that, we also have surges. You will only take the best surge you can get to. So if your weapon provides 4 surges, but your armor has 3, you just get the 4. So keep that in mind. Not everything stacks. There is an excellent guide, which I will link in the description, by a great community member named Court, and it is the best guide to stacking values. If you've looked around in the armor stat planner, there's this gigantic table of all the benefits of the armor stats every 10 stat points, and this is fully up to date, has all my formulas built into it. Use this as a reference if you need to. I find it very cool. But I just wanted to put it up here, and you can look at all these values. You can pause and look upon its majesty. That's pretty much all I've got for today. Just concluding, energy gain benefits smaller than originally thought, down from 190% to 142.5%. Cooldown reduction is annoying to measure, so we were using cooldown factors. Melee and grenade share an equation for cooldown reduction. Some grenades might be in their cooldown increased, but don't take it too seriously till we know more. Class has a different cooldown reduction than melee and grenade, like it always has, and 1 barricade and 1 rift might be changing cooldown. That's all I've got for today. I hope this has helped you. I hope the tools are helping you. Let me know what you think in the comments, or if you have any thoughts about what this might change. I don't think it's gonna have too much impact, but hopefully this is helpful. With all that said, I want to say thank you to everybody, especially my YouTube channel supporters, Davey0011, Infernal Park 111, and Aradrio. I really appreciate their support on the channel. As people do support me, it lets me do this a little bit more and create more cool tools and builds.
It's very spiky.
Sorry, I'm not making a lot of builds yet. I am dying for the ability and exotic tuning articles so that I can start churning out builds and build ideas, and I have a lot of fun with Edge of Fate, but we are currently waiting. I will hope to bring you a couple more guides while we do wait. And with that, I will let you go. Thanks. Have a good one.
How do you survive in a solo hike through the jungle? What are the different components? What are the different dangers? So you said you had a hammock, you had some food. What kind of food, by the way, are we talking about?
Nuts, stuff that won't go bad. Because you can't really start a fire in the Amazon. Like, I'm a good I camp all over the place. I'm a wilderness guide. Starting a fire in the Amazon is futile. In fact, a lot of survival manuals will tell you don't do it because if you're really lost, it'll break your spirit. You're not going to be able to do it.
That's dark.
Yeah, they're like, don't even try it. But you can still get like hypothermia from if you get wet and you lay out in the jungle. You could still, exposure can still get you. So you want fire. I even in the beginning I used to bring like ramen noodles, which is nutritionally is irrelevant, and so I started bringing like nuts and then supplementing that with fish, which forced me to become a very good fisherman. And Now, of course, JJ knows that they can cut certain roots and they bash it up and they put it in the stream, and the fish just float to the top and they take what they want. So he's got all the cheat codes.
Yeah.
Whereas I'm sitting there with a hook, and then he'll go, now find bait, and I go, bait. In the most competitive ecosystem on Earth, good luck finding a worm.
Yeah.
You can't do it. What does JJ do? He takes the machete, looks at his foot, cuts a slug of callus off of his heel because he's got this thick rhino skin.
Nice.
Puts that on the hook.
I'm doing this brain dead, but at the same time, he's actually killing me now. Not a single weapon. 2.4, we're going to the moon. What a crazy state the world is in, dude. Everything that you could normally go buy costs extra because somebody else already bought it and is selling it to you for more because that's the only way you can get it now. Unfucking believable. In a world of scalpers, Cyberpunk is gonna become a reality, dude, where you're gonna need a chip for your brain. You're gonna be like, not so fast. Gotta go to a Ripper Duck and go get that shit really really expensive. For really expensive. Can I English? For a high price. I feel like he's leaving too late, but that's just me. Ba 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 da 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 Abdul Malik, da, ha, 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 ha. I don't even use this damn thing. Pew, pew, pew. Oh. I'm like a mod where I give different what the hell? What the fuck? That's terrifying. I'm not sure what it's looking at, but it's looking at something. And pink. What? Alright, my minions, come hither. Come forth. God, you're fucking annoying. I just can't stand you. I can't believe I've done this 20 fucking times. Well, if his stat rolls are anything like mine, like he's actually good to go. TBH. What the fuck was that? Trying to get .4, pretty good, I do have to say so myself. Okay, so we got our Bane of Tyrants. I'm not quite sure how I'm gonna knock out Premonition other than full runs. Cause who the fuck wants to farm Premonition? Like all it is the Orby challenge, and that's pretty dumb IMO, but bit much in my opinion. But I definitely played this a lot longer than I should have, but that's alright. I'm a helpful guardian that doesn't get fucking accommodations. $205. Looks like you got about 2 more runs in us. How many times have we done this? I think it started at 10. I'm now at 39. What the fuck? We run it 30 times. Zoinks. If these count for him, he's fucking farmed, dude. I don't remember what he started at. Hmm. Alrighty. There we go. Bane of Tyrant's done. We ran it fucking God knows how many times. I'm up to 41 now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. Yeah, over 20 times. Like close to 30. Like 31 times, 32 times. Mm. Hmm. Hmm. Visage of scoring. Hmm. Well, $30 million subscriber. All right. Well, I suppose. Goddamn, I really don't feel like fucking farming. That was too long for me. My eyes already hurt.
Time is barely on our side. I don't wanna waste what's left. The storms we chase are
Let's look at Pit of Heresy loot table. It's one of the rare ones where, like, for example, raids, everything drops in the final encounter. Like, barely anything drops in the final encounter.
through the wastelands, through the highways, till my shadow turns to sun rays. And on we'll go.
Wait, what?
Through the wastelands, through the highways, and on we'll go.
Says any encounter, any weapon will drop. That's fucking crazy. See, I just ran it 30 fucking times today and I got 0 weapons from Final Boss. That's not true. All I got was armor. Every time. And for some reason they're all dropping enchantment cores. They probably farmed like fucking 60 Sadie. Yeah. We are gonna go do something real quick. We're gonna go to the tower. We're gonna see if we can't get ourselves a cipher, and then we're gonna go change a role or a perk on my whatever this thing's called. If I can find it. Looks like I put it away. I don't remember what it's called. Reckless Oracle. Okay. Oh, also, why are we? Very interesting. All items listed in the loot table below may drop from any in the Pit of Heresy encounters. What? That's really messed up, dog. I didn't use You can buy all Pit of Heresy weapons bundle for $131. I don't even know what that means. Archaeologic looks exactly like repository or whatever it's called. If we have any prime engrams here. I'm surprised I got so many primes. Prime the Amazon Prime.
Hypnotized by the sounds I'm breathing in. Hold tight, chemicals collide. Hold tight, hold tight. Dripping lights paint the skies, all because of you. Dripping lights paint the skies.
Okay, so no primers there. That's alright. We might have enough. That's 3. How many more do we need? We need 2 more. Two more, or we could just sacrifice one of our goals. We have time. I'm sure another one will drop. Oh, fuck it. We'll just sacrifice this one. Aren't these like 500 though? Not that it matters. I'm not gonna have enough time to reset it again. 150. Wait, what? Brother in Christ. You've gotta be kidding me. 150. 150, man. I feel lied to and betrayed. What's your emblem again? It's the paw, right? This is air trigger frenzy though, so it's garbage. Do I have any Iron Man or Engram? No. I do have a one with shell clip air trigger, so you know, we're alright. Chain ripper. Oh, my eyeballs, that hurts. Damn, I'm getting old. Can't stare at this shit any longer. That hurt. That fucking, watching the animation hurt my fucking eye. Not even a real chainsaw. Fake.
Like you, be strong to hold the powers of the sun. To dream, believe in strength. Now I'm the only one. Only one.
Okay, well, shoot. I hope that they never, ever, which I don't think they have, put the title requirements behind RNG weapons from a dungeon. Like, that was dumb. I suppose that should be it for me for now. Let me go get some food and then I'll come back and maybe hop on right away. If not, later tonight, like normal. I'll be on doing whatever, fuck knows what. What does he have on? What the hell? Whoa, look at all these new lights. No, what was his name? No. Ah. Questionable loadout though. There he is. What is that? Is that the one that I like? Not like it. The one that, that's from Season of the Deep. Yeah. Horror Frost. Interesting. Chill clip what? Cheer clip. Tactical mag hard launch. Tactical mag hard launch. That's the god roll. We'll take a picture of that. It's a hunter. Prismatic. Facet of solitude. Landing rapid precision hits. Okay. Let's take a picture of this too. That's definitely the gifted conviction build plan. I'm not sure what mine looks like, but change character. I want to see what I have in mine. Mine should be just the default kit. Because Sever is pretty important. TBH. More DR. Basically all of the DR. Yeah, I don't have. Oh, Nando. When did something get taken off? I bet you it's the one I need too. Yeah, it's what the fuck? How long have I been playing without Facet of Hope on? Facet of Hope, Facet of Courage. Plus Discipline. Your Arc, Solar, and Void abilities deal increased damage to target. That's not important. DR. What is that? Your melee final blow start. That's not important. Radiant's important. Getting Radiant. Rapidly defeating targets with light or darkness damage or super frontal with generate elemental pickup. So that's basically just for the 10 refill. We're gonna throw that on. Very interesting. And obviously we want that for TR. What does this do? Picking up an orb of power either grants bolt charge, restoration, frost armor. So this is important. Purpose and hope are very important. So is protection. Radiant's not all that important. It's more for a barrier type thing. This is minus strength. Defeating, no, not important. While transcendent. Collecting an elemental pickup or destroying a tangle grants transcendence energy at the same time. Not important. Rapidly defeating targets with light damage. Grants melee energy, that's good. Facet of balance would be pretty nice. Facet of awakening would be helpful. I just don't like stat holders. I need everything to do something type thing. I don't have a void grenade, so it would be... What is this? Yeah, but this is radiant though. This gives me more. You guys suck. So no more radiant. But I'm now 100. Reload speed masterwork though. Alrighty, folks. Get a little bit of something. I don't know. Probably save that. Save it here. Because obviously we want the perk save. I didn't realize that I've been running without. Maybe that was just my PvE class. Well, that's all saved now. What about here? Yeah, I've been running without fucking Facet of Hope for a long time now. What the fuck? Dude. That's crazy.